for those who don't know, we were selected last December to come in and help Barbara and her team run Weekly Watches State Park. And part of that is the river. And this is what we're going to talk about tonight. About our contract. We've been here for 15 years, so it's important for us to be friends and members of the community to help build the community and invest in the community. Some fun facts about our contract with State Park. We committed to spend $1 million in capital expenses in upgrading the state park and all the services in which create some employment and other opportunities in the park. So we're really excited to be here long term and invest in the park and make Weekly Watches State Park a really special place for everybody in the community. However, the purpose of this meeting is we have asked for a special exemption from the county to pull kayaks out of the Christian camp, which is where we are now. And the format of the meeting is 2 hours, 15 minutes. I'll give a quick presentation, and then there'll be a question and answer period where everybody will get about 3 minutes to ask their question, and we'll answer it if we can. We would appreciate if somebody asks a question, we don't repeat the same question over and over again, to make sure that everybody gets the questions in so we can hear our answers. We may not have answers, but I'll do my best to go ahead and answer all questions. So let me just start. So quick thing, we've been here a year, so I wanted to go a quick review of focusing on the boat ramp at the state park. So things we've done this year is we've limited the launches to 70 boats per hour. That was a pilot program by the state that was given to us before actually we started. They said, all right, 70 boats per hour, that's what you are obligated to do, and we as a concessionaire have to abide by that rule. And so we did implement that. It was somewhat successful. We reduced our launches at the state park by 28% this year, so we have reduced the volume launching at the state park. We also require reservations for the state park now, so it's not a free-for-all. So we came in and said, all right, we want to make the experience better for customers and for the park visitors, and we also want to make the experience better for people on the water to make it more of an even flow throughout the day. So 70 boats per hour and the reservations required, just even the flow out along the river. We also added interpretive signage, which means when customers come down to rent a boat or even their private boat from the state park, when they come online, there's information they have to go through and agree to. When they come in person, we give them instructions on how to wear a life jacket. We don't let any customer leave the the boat launch without having a life jacket properly fitted. We also give them a 4 to 6 minute interpretive safety message before they get on the river, which tells them things like stay away from manatees, don't go on private property. In the actual waiver that they signed, actually says that they agree not to go on private property. So we heard you last December, and we wanted to put those into our rules and our information before customers as well. So that was a big change that we made. We also police customers on the water. On our busy days, our staff goes out in the water and does the best they can to help keep customers moving along the river. We do monthly river cleanups. It's really important for us. We want to be good stewards of the waterfronts that we operate. So we do monthly cleanups. We partner with the American Canoe Association, NOAA, and other agencies to track and record trash that we do pull out of the river. And we also just did an adaptive paddling course, which means that we now have 5 certified instructors who can help somebody who has a physical or mental challenge actually get on the water and enjoy the river. So that's also another piece that we do to get back to the community. Also, we just started doing eco tours to teach people how important the river is and how beautiful it is. We're working with the state right now to reduce litter. I don't have anything to give to you guys at the moment, but we are working with the state park system to help reduce litter in the whole park as well as on the river. And so hopefully in the next month or two, we'll be able to make an announcement on what that's going to mean for the local community. We're also working with the state for a short run. When we came in last December, again, I've met some of you multiple times, and we've gotten feedback that we want to help reduce the congestion on the river. Part of reducing the congestion is to, I think, have a short run. There are many people who don't want to paddle for 3-4 hours. They'll be much happier paddling for an hour, hour and 15 minutes. So we're working with the state to do a short run to, again, help reduce the congestion on the river. Hopefully in the next 2 or 3 months we'll have an announcement on that, but that is moving forward. And just a fun fact, our people who come to us using the river for the boat ramp, over 55% are local Florida residents. And that's another fact that I want to make sure everybody understood. Just a fun graph, we've reduced the traffic 28% this past year. We're very proud of that. So again, that was the feedback we got from the community. We wanted to report back to you guys that we have reduced it.
I don't think that's right.
So just those numbers, those are people passing through the state park going onto the river. That is not information. That is not anybody outside of the state park bounds. That number is not recorded for that. If that makes sense. Yeah. The question was, did we get to that 28% by limiting the 70 miles per hour? And the answer is that is part of the pilot program. So the ask tonight is to continue trying to reduce congestion on the river. When we looked around last year, we came to the Christian camp and said, well, this could be a potential pull-out point. And so the ask tonight, or eventually to the zoning board, is to ask the zoning board of the county to allow us to pull kayaks out of the Christian camp. So, two things I want to go over. One, it would only be pulling out. So we would be restricted to only, again, pulling boats off the river, not launching from here. Two, it would not allow customers to park here. That would be also restricted. We have no interest in having customers come here. Contractually, that would also be restricted. So it is only to pull kayaks off the river. That is the only intent. That's the only thing we want to do, is to get people off the river and have multiple pull-out points to help, again, reduce the congestion downriver from the Christian camp.
What do you do with the people?
Awesome. We have a school bus, what we call a school bus. So the idea is that we do it at Rogers Park, we pick them up and we bus them back. So there would be no increased traffic from the Christian camp. It would only be our bus going back and forth showing the people. And again, just to make sure everybody's clear, there would be absolutely no customer parking at the Christian camp.
Until next year.
What'd you say?
Until next year.
No, that's actually a restriction on our agreement with the Christian camp. So we cannot do that.
How about restrooms?
Yep, we brought porta potties in. Let me get through this and then we can go right to the questions. Again, so just reiterating, it would only use the full of customers, no launching of customers. The customers won't be able to park. We've also stabilized the ramp. I know there's an issue of sandbars, and we don't want to be a contributor to stirring sand up. So we brought in basically it's an eco outdoor carpeting, and actually ran it all the way up and down the ramp, which we'll show a picture of to reduce any tangling in the river.
So this is a done deal?
We did, yeah. And also, we're going to do clear signage on the river as well too, to help educate customers. So those are the asks. Again, you kind of just show. So just to show a quick graph, I mean, it's just basically the top orange arrow is where, so again, working with the Christian camp, who's been great to work with, they have allowed us to create actually a separate entrance to the Christian camp. So we're actually not going to be using their main entrance. It's actually an old side entrance that was dilapidated. We put money in and actually restored it and put a new fence in where we'll only have access to.
So you've already done all
And
that.
the second arrow is the actual.
You already got the deal? How can you do something when you don't have?
Let me.
Why have this money?
Yeah, you don't want to answer that question.
All right, so we're going to go into the question phase. So the first 15 minutes of the presentation, the next piece of this is questions. So what I think we should do is, if you have a question, come up here, and then what we have to do by the county rules is we have to record your name and a summary of your question. So it can't just be a free-for-all. Or, if you don't mind standing up and just speaking loudly, that's fine too. But we have to, by the county rules, record your name, you ask a question. If we can answer it, we certainly will. 3 minutes max per person until 9 o'clock, all right? So, I guess we'll start
I
the
will,
questions.
I want to go first. My name is Tim Gibbons, okay? My name is Tim Gibbons, got that? Okay. Respectfully, I don't mean to be disrespectful. But let's get a couple things straight before we even get this meeting going. Okay, so your company is out of Virginia, right?
Our headquarters is, yes.
Okay, so y'all get a contract out of Virginia for $200,000 for 15 years, right?
No.
That's what I've been led to believe.
What,
And then the big company up there decides, we can send 50,000 boats a year down this river. And for $200,000 for a 15-year contract, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good income. And then what happened was, you take and run all the locals off your ramp, run everybody off that's been there working 9, 10 years. And then all of a sudden, you come up with a whole bunch of regulations and stuff that those guys could not even begin to do. And then that gets rid of all those people. And then you figure, well, we can run 50,000 boats a year down the river. We have no competition because we've done run all the locals off of that ramp. No, I'm not done. This is what is happening.
Sure.
So, let's get it straight before this meeting goes on, that your company, right, out of Virginia, this is what's going on.
Well, let me correct a few things. So first of all.
Oh, what is the limits? What is your contract?
I'll tell you.
That's public information.
It's absolutely public information. So our contract is a 15-year contract, and it's a 9% franchise fee.
Wait. How much?
No, it's
How
9%.
much did y'all pay? No bullshit me.
it-
Just say how much for the 15
doesn't
years.
work like that.
I heard 200,000.
Hey guys, listen. So no, it's not that. So it's a 9% franchise fee, which means that we pay every month 9% of total gross income to the state. So it's not a flat fee contract. It's 9% of gross income for every month, and that is.
Can you tell me what that translates out to be? I'm not a mathematician.
I think this year it's well over $270,000 per year.
What portion does that?
Per year, we pay about 9%. And then there's a 2% maintenance fee, meaning 2% of that income goes back into the state park.
What about the river, back into the river, the wear and tear, the trash, the,
No, I mean, I really seriously don't think you guys are good stewards of this.
Well, hold on, let me finish with this question. So that's question number one. So that's our contract. Is again, a 9% franchise fee, and a 2% maintenance fee, so it's 11% that goes back to the state park system every year.
Okay, let's get back to all the locals. What about the locals that really can't participate anymore?
Okay, so the pilot project, before we were even here, was decided by the state. So the state park system came in and said, you have 70 launches per hour, and 12 of those can go to outside concessionaires.
Okay, so who's up there counting all them votes? You?
We are.
Oh, y'all gonna count those?
We do, and we can produce the reports pretty quickly. So the answer is, we had no control of that number. That was actually given to us by the state, and we had absolutely no influence. That's not our.
All right, I just want to stick the phone.
All right, next question. Eddie! We need your name.
gotta speak louder.
Who are the county officials here?
So there is no county official, this is a public.
Time out. We were led to believe that this was a public forum with planning and zoning members to be present here to provide input to the planning and zoning commission. All of us were led to believe because there's a sign out there by the county planted for that purpose. We then received mail from your business inviting us to this meeting, so we were all confused about that. Now you're telling us we have to operate under county rules, but there's no county officials here. You get to expound and show all your graphics up through here. We're each limited to 3 minutes. That ain't gonna happen, okay?
So
Who is opposed to this in this room?
Hey.
Now you see where we're at? So we need to run this. Why are we even complaining to you if you have no interest into this? We need to be talking to the county officials about a special exception use here. That's what we were led to believe. We were here to provide input to the county officials for a special exception variance to be granted under an agricultural zoning for a commercial use. That's the issue. They have granted me more than 3 minutes to talk because they were all pertinent and relevant. And for 3 minutes, we're all scattered with our responses. There's no continuity to it, so the deck's stacked against us.
So we're following Liberty County rules. It's called a special inquiry workshop. It's down
You may be following county rules, but this is not a county meeting. This is a public forum meeting. All right? So,
We have certain rules that we have to go back to. So, meaning that we
what do
have
you mean we have to go back? We're not a party to that. This is something you've organized with the county that we were not privy to.
So according to the county, we have to, 15 minutes is the presentation, and then 3 minutes of each person. We have to do a summary of each person, notarize it, and get it back to the county. So I'm just telling you what the county said. We're trying to follow and trying to,
So this meeting's a bunch of bull.
absolutely. And we do want to hear all
I don't want to step, may I continue? I don't want to step.
Sure.
Yeah, take my 3 minutes. 3 minutes, clock starts now.
Who's all opposed? Everybody did you notice them?
I love the assistant, Mary Ann. Any serious concerns about having this special exception be approved? We oppose this proposed use of this location for several reasons. This is the same location that y'all tried to use back during the summer for a short period of time till you discovered this was the wrong